All right, I fully believe this workout ingredient sent me to the hospital and was the reason I was on a heart monitor. Okay, so a little background though. I'm kind of biased on this. I've had energy drinks daily for probably 5 to 6 years now. And so my heart rate has always been a little elevated, you could say. But a little bit ago, maybe a month or two ago, not really too sure, I took this pre-workout called Edge of Insanity. I'm used to really high stem pre-workouts, but this, man, this changed it for me, possibly forever. It has this thing called yohimbine in it. And if you lift, you probably know what yohimbine is. And you probably take it in a pre-workout. But this one had a lot in it. I'm not sure exactly how much it had, but it had a lot. All right, so I went to Planet Fitness. I took this pre-workout. I was sitting there waiting for it to kick in. Dude, it kicked in, Brandon. When it kicked in, I was literally feeling like I was gonna die. I had to get up. And then it started to hurt to walk. So I sat back down and it was okay a little bit. I was talking to ChatGPT, not gonna lie, because I genuinely thought I was gonna die or something. But what this does apparently is like pump adrenaline into your body. And dude, it pumped so much adrenaline, I couldn't lift. So I was laying there on the bench at Planet Fitness, one of those machines. And I was pushing every single rep. My arms were like doing this. My legs were doing the same thing. Dude, I was going crazy. And it felt like my heart was gonna explode with every single rep. Man, that was genuinely one of the scariest experiences. I've had experiences with high stem pre-workouts, but that one, bro, it changed the game for me. And that took a while for it to calm down. I wasn't really able to lift at all. I ended up like actually pushing through the workout, but it was horrible. It was mid, felt horrible. Genuinely so much adrenaline, it was impossible to use that adrenaline. So that ended up calming down. I ended up being able to go to sleep finally. But the next day is when this gets absolutely ridiculous. And this is fully on me. Pre-workout called Woke AF from Bucked Up. You lift, you definitely know what that is. It's a Walmart staple. Come on. I just took one scoop of that. Just one scoop of that. 333 milligrams of caffeine straight to the dome. I felt okay-ish, but I noticed something was wrong. My heart usually beats, but this time it was like this, you know? It was going. And so that night, I wasn't able to sleep. I was laying there, I was super tired, I was trying to go to sleep, but it just kept going, dude. And I was feeling a lot of pressure in my chest. It was getting hard to breathe. So I went to the emergency room. Dude, it was the next morning. I couldn't sleep the whole night. I was just not wanting to go. I was not wanting to go to no doctor for that. But eventually I was like, dude, this isn't gonna stop at all. So I went to the doctor. My blood pressure was 180 over 90. That's bad. That's really bad. So basically the doctor just said, yo, chill out on the energy drinks, chill out on the caffeine for a bit. You definitely went overboard. And I agreed. I didn't want to give up my babies. So I did for a bit. It's probably 2 weeks, to be honest, and then I went back to drinking energy drinks. But through those 2 weeks, I learned something very, very important. I thought I couldn't live without caffeine. And that was true on day 1 and 2. Dude, that was the worst withdrawals I've ever had. Straight up. Like, I didn't realize it would be that bad. Bro, if you're addicted to caffeine, you don't know how truly addicted you are until you try to stop. I was dead for the 2 days worth. And then it was hard from then on, but I was starting to get my energy back. Lo and behold, though, my heart started, beating less hard. I was able to breathe better. And I ended up having more energy, but then, of course, I missed them. I missed them a lot. So then I picked up the energy drink again. I've only had one today. And honestly, now caffeine literally feels like what 2 or 3 energy drinks would do to me before this all happened. So yeah, I had that heart monitor. To be honest, I never turned it in. I was at work and it fell off because I was sweating so much. But I'm not too worried about it at this point because my heart rate has gone down. I've gone back to normal. What would be very, very good for me to do is stop drinking the dang energy drinks, right? And that's my advice for anyone watching. If you never drink them in the first place, you never know how good they are, how euphoric they feel. So then you won't get addicted to them, right? So it's really all that simple, but be aware with stimulants, dude. Caffeine, my opinion on caffeine, I think it's all right if you can handle it and you're being responsible about it, not being like me. Yohimbine, on the other hand, dude, watch out. Watch out for the Yohimbine crap. All of my experiences with it have never been good, and that one especially, I felt like I was dying. Just be careful. Pre-workouts can get a little suspect, in my opinion, and that's actually a fact. So be safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one.